Hi, I'm Holly Smith and I'm a life coach, and these are my top 5 tips for a more successful 2017. It's really easy to come into a new year thinking about all the things that we want to achieve, and resolutions are motivating and inspiring, and we get to create this picture of exactly who it is that we want to be. So often people approach resolutions from I want to lose weight and I want to get fit and I want to quit booze and I want to get promotion and I want to write a book and be creatively fulfilled and fix all my relationships and learn to cook, and before we know it, it's March and we haven't really achieved that much. Now, the you who might have struggled to make some of these changes in the past is still going to be you when you wake up tomorrow. So I've got some ways about shifting your mindset to have some more easily achievable and successful goals this year. So number 1 is start with how you want to feel. Imagine you're waking up a year from today. How do you want to feel in the morning? Who's going to be with you? Where are you going to be? And what are you doing more of in your life? And also, what are you doing less of? Have a think about what things you will have done in order to get to that place in your life. Often we set really specific resolutions like travel more, write more letters, see our friends more, but we don't necessarily think about what that is actually going to give us. If we can think about how we want to feel at the end of the year, it's easier to work towards that. And as you go through the coming year, just have a little sense check every now and then and think about whether the things that you're doing are actually driving you towards that place you want to be. Number 2, change your mindset. Now, often we set resolutions or goals that are very negatively focused, so it's about losing weight or quitting booze or stop spending money on shoes. And then our brain really focuses on the thing that we're missing out on. So I really recommend that you try to set goals for yourself that are framed positively, but also in a way as if you've achieved them. So perhaps I am my target weight and I feel healthy and strong, or I have £1,000 in my savings account. And if you can picture yourself already in that place, then it's even easier to work towards. And try not to make too many negative comments about yourself if it's not going so well. So it's easy to say, oh, I'm absolutely rubbish at running, I'm never going to be able to run a marathon. But try and think about it as, how can I get a bit closer to achieving my goal? Number 3, buddy up. Accountability is so important when you're working towards your goals, so I really recommend that you either work with a coach or you team up with a colleague or a friend or a family member who wants to work on something similar to you. Talk about what's been going well, talk about what could be going better, and have somebody that you can celebrate those little milestones with. Number 4 is be realistic. Change doesn't happen overnight, and motivation can come in waves, so it's really easy to get to the end of January and feel like we failed before we even started. If your goal is something that you want to work on throughout this year, I really recommend breaking it down into manageable chunks so you can measure progress and milestones. So if this is the year that you're going to get serious about writing that book, then break that down month by month. You want to be looking at around to maybe 10,000 words a month, which is about 500 words a day, 5 days a week. And that's much more manageable to track your progress. And make sure that you do celebrate progress. Even 5 minutes a day is more than nothing. And number 5 is do the work. Change cannot happen without effort and action, and you have to be prepared to take those steps to work towards your goal. And if you're not, maybe this isn't the goal for you. There might be something else that you want to work on instead. Our brains are conditioned to like routine and to be a bit nervous about trying new things, which is why so many people fall before they've even started going with their goals. If you are feeling a bit stuck, just ask yourself, what's one thing, one tiny little thing that I can do today that will take me a little bit closer? So those are my 5 tips for a more successful year. And remember, you can start making positive changes at any point in time. So if January feels too high pressure, just skip it and start in February. Good luck and have an amazing year.